Man Gaming here. We are live at Gamescom. I'm joined on the stage by Kelly Link. That was frickin' fresh.
Dude, the Beastie
that
Boys
was
are back.
crazy. That was awesome. We also are joined on the stage by the guys from 11-Bit Studios who made this game, Beat Cop. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
My name is Maciej Miąsik. I am developer of the game.
And my name is Marek. I'm a producer on the 11-Bit side as we're publishing Pixel Pro's game, Beat Cop.
Beat Cop, this looks very cool. It looks like we've almost traveled in time here.
To the 80s.
To the 80s.
The 80s are back.
What is this game about? What do we do in this game, Beat Cop? Looks like there was a lot of inspiration from like Miami Vice almost. It's in New York City. I was seeing like some Beastie Boys vibes in there.
Yes, you are a street cop in New York. You are former detective, demoted for the crime you didn't commit. So, on one hand, you have to do your street cop duties. You are not happy with that, obviously. But on the second hand, you would like to know what really happened, who framed you. So, you are carrying your own investigation.
So even though you've been framed, you still have to do your normal duties as a cop.
Yes, because your boss, your sergeant tells you to do. Write tickets, catch criminals, prevent robberies and stuff like this. But on the other hand, you still need to talk to people. You need to find out what's going on.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have to watch out not to be killed by either the mafia or the gang members.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of it's a dramedy. So there are those comical elements, but there's also a lot of drama and tension on the street, as you can imagine. You know, streets of 80s New York.
Yeah, and this is
Especially
Yeah.
video game streets of
Oh,
New York.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So super
Rough.
And this is the living street. There are people there. You meet them, you talk to them, you learn about their problems. There is every day something new happens.
All
It
right.
sounds crazy. I would love to see some gameplay, which
Let's
I
do
think
it.
we have right here.
This is the pre-alpha preview version. I love the logo where like the jelly's coming out and it looks like blood, right?
Yeah, because you will find dead bodies. There is murder involved. So
Okay.
New shoes.
so every day starts with a briefing. Your sergeant tells you what's your ticket quota for the day, what kind of tickets you need to write. Then you can talk with your colleagues, and then you go to the street. And the game is split into days, into shifts actually.
Yeah.
And so this is the adventure game where time passes. So even if you decide not to do anything, it will have the effects on the story and everything.
Yeah, so it'll have an impact on it.
Yeah. So even inaction is a decision in the game.
So it sounds like you have to do certain things every day. You got to take care of that stuff, your
Yeah.
daily duties, and then you need to also kind of just get into the streets and ask people questions. Are you trying to? Do you have certain different answers that you can say? Is there different dialogue options?
Yes, they will direct you to other people. So there are shops, and there's a diner, there's a pizza place.
Of course.
Yeah,
The
you have to
pizza,
eat, of
yeah.
course, because this affects your stamina, affects how fast you can run and to catch criminals. So,
Do you actually eat pizza?
yes.
Okay, I'm loving it.
You're in New York. You
I'm
gotta
down.
eat
I love that.
Yeah, you can buy a hot dog even on the
So
street.
what's the end game here? Like what is your objective towards? It's trying to find the person that's framed you, right?
Yes, but that's one of the possible options, because if you like, you could become a dirty cop.
Ooh.
You could work with the mafia. You could work with the gang.
So there's many ways to play this
Yes.
game, however you see fit.
Yeah, but
Or-
the main goal is to survive, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't get killed, for example.
Isn't that just the goal of life?
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where if you get taken out, it's game over and you start over? Does one playthrough, does it save at the end of the day, and then you could?
You will be able to rewind time, to go back 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, how many you wish,
Okay.
and try different approach.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we can see the gameplay here. This is just a standard gameplay, but this is day one.
Yeah, that's the very beginning and like an introduction to your new
Does
job.
each day start where you're at like the precinct and you have like a discussion, you're going over what you need? Ah, okay.
So,
So-
everything takes place on the street. There's no, you have basically one block of buildings, and you are patrolling this block, and everything takes place here. But we have everything. We have robberies, we have murder, we have even cats or
Yeah, I see
pigeons.
your utility belt down there.
Yeah.
You got your walkie-talkies, cuffs, gun. Is there ways that you can get new items on your belt, like something that you
Oh,
can
that's
pick
all
up?
you have.
That's all you have. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it you just click and that kind of will move you? Oh, you're talking to this guy right now.
Yeah.
Because this is first day. This is an interaction.
Do you have a partner or are you solo?
You do have a partner the first day.
Okay.
Because he's telling you how to, deal with the street problems because you were a detective, so you probably forgot what it's
Right.
like to be here.
Starting at the bottom again.
Exactly.
So this game has some language in it. This 18 plus?
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly we'll see what it's going to be like at the end. But we are really not trying not to dumb it down. We
of
want to
course.
catch the vibe of the
It's
and
80s.
real.
It's
That's
like-
right. It's New York.
What is it?
New York. Walking in.
Dirty Harry and all that, although that happened in a different place in America.
Yeah,
but
is
still,
there
that's
a
the vibe,
specific inspiration for this game?
Everything from the 80s, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, we're inspired by both games, but movies, books, like the real stories. We're reading articles from that.
Our memories, because I'm old enough to remember 80s. So.
This was what it was like.
So it all takes place on this screen, or can you move
No,
through different
you
zones?
can move.
Okay.
The street is much wider, but
So day one's kind of like you're learning the ropes a little bit. This is almost like a built-in tutorial.
yeah.
And then from there, it kind of just opens up into, okay, go where you want to go.
Yeah,
do what
second
you want
day
to do.
you're on your
Exactly.
own and you make your decision.
Is there?
You always
different-
have like your assignments that you have to fulfill, but also you have some spare time to actually dig deeper into the case that you're after.
Is there any other modes in this game, or is it just like this? You can play this pretty much over and over and over and have a different experience every time.
Yes, because as I said, even if you don't do anything, this affects the game. So
Yeah.
you can talk with one guy, talk with the other guy, and that will have different outcomes.
So when you play this game, are you a good cop or a bad cop?
That's
No,
your
you
decision.
specifically.
Yeah, I'm always good guy.
Okay.
Good
Well,
cop,
but
good cop.
we usually say that, on the streets of New York, good and bad are just words. So
Yeah, true.
it's really about all the shades of gray. You're always somewhere in the middle.
All right. So walk us through what's going on right now. You and your partner, or
Yeah, my partner is teaching me again how to actually find cars for not paying for the parking space.
So you're the new guy.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
new guy. I probably used to do that like 15 years ago, but I did forget about it. So right now I'm writing a ticket, parking violation. Of course I can write more, but
Or
I
you
have...
can get in trouble for it.
Oh,
Yeah, obviously.
But sometimes, in order to fulfill your quota, you have to write fake tickets,
Definitely.
just to be done with your sergeant and have
So
more
this
time.
is pretty much, if you were a cop in the 80s, like, have fun, do whatever you want. And you can be a good cop, like you said,
Yeah.
but playing this game, you can be whatever you want to be. Any
Yes.
kind of cop you want to be.
You can accept bribes. You can spend the money on drugs.
I know how I'm playing
You can
this
have
game.
sex even.
Yeah, and
Now-
if you really want to be a pain to these people,
You can make that happen.
Yeah.
Can
yes. Exactly.
This is obviously a bit of a mature game. Can you just, like, become ultimately evil and shoot a bunch of people and, like, cause mayhem?
No, shooting is in context based, so you cannot,
Okay.
take out your gun and shoot everyone. But
Okay.
you can be bad. There is a lot of mafia-related or gang-related quests. So if you do tasks for them, they will reward you, but people will notice that.
There's a rubber.
We can't even see the gameplay anymore.
Yeah. You guys will have to play it. You guys will have to check it out. When is this game coming out? How can people stay up to date on what's going on with the game?
Hopefully this year, we are working very hard to finish the game.
Yeah.
You're currently in a polishing stage, but
This is game
To
development.
be determined. Okay.
Exactly.
And it'll be available on Steam?
Yes, it's going to be available on PC, Mac, Linux. So through Steam and through other digital distribution platforms, our own Games Republic as well. So
Great.
Sounds awesome. I can't wait to be a cop. Be a cop in the 80s, eat some pizza, crack some skulls. Sounds good. Thank you guys for coming and hanging with us. Very cool. Everybody hanging at home, stick